くね、
Mario started out as a drawing, and then he evolved into like a doll, and now he's evolved into something more close to human than ever. And I really have nothing but applause for the team at Illumination.
It's a film very different from anything we've ever done before. It was a tremendous responsibility for us, but we forged a partnership that was worked like we were standing next to each other, even though we were separated on different continents.
The movie is filled with visual and audio references from across Nintendo's history. Fans might even need to see the film more than once to spot them all.
I think you're absolutely right. In fact, I myself need to watch it a couple times so I can capture all the things that the staff at Illumination had snuck in there.
Some of the secrets are this poster featuring the character Toadette and an antique shop packed with icons from Mario history.
Where am I?
During their journey, the heroes cross Bob-omb Battlefield from the Super Mario 64 game and past the floating pyramids of Super Mario Odyssey.
Here we go!
Probably seeing it again soon in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
And Rick Damigella says he's screened this movie 3 times and says he's found new things every time. Jason, have you ever watched a movie 3 times in theaters?
Only one, but it's kind of cheating. It wasn't during its original run. I saw Star Wars in '77, when it was re-released in '81.
Okay.
Then when it was re-released again in 1997. So that's the only one. But I just love all the little Easter eggs.
Yes.
I love the Mario series, but it's funny. The movie made over $300 million. Guess how much the Super Mario franchise has made in its history?
I have no idea.
$21 billion.
Wow.
So.
Yeah,
it could continue.
Very popular.
Very popular. Folks, let's take a quick look outside. Starting to see some light. That's also popular in the morning. And folks, we're looking at a chilly morning, but a pretty calm Wednesday ahead. All of your forecasts coming up.
Plus, a Richland City Council member talks with us after she asked people to send polite notes to a local business about their drag show on Easter. Now, that business has received a death threat. Also, Washington law enforcement is cracking down on distracted driving. We'll tell you the list of items authorities consider distracted driving to be. And a Washington state trooper is honored at the Capitol after being shot during a traffic stop in Walla Walla last fall. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Wednesday, friends. Welcome to Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I was trying to, Wendy and Wednesday, I think I was trying to say it together, but good Wednesday, Jill.
No, it's not a windy Wednesday.
No, it was a windy Tuesday yesterday. We're just going to do tongue twisters for a little bit, but let's take a quick look outside. Folks, we have a pretty nice morning and we're going to see plenty of sunshine today. We were keeping an eye out for a little bit of shower activity this morning, maybe even a little rain-snow mix. But as we're moving along in the morning, the chance of that is becoming less and less. We are seeing it in the upper elevations of the Blues, and just little bits and pieces of showers may be coming into Toppenish. We're going to keep an eye on that. And if it does come, it is chilly out there, folks. You could see a little bit of snow to rain-snow mix. So we're keeping a close eye on that. We could see a little bit of shower activity, especially along the Blue Mountain region as we get into our late morning to early afternoon to maybe even the early evening. But for the most part, we're seeing partly cloudy skies, highs in the mid-50s. We are going to be staying chilly for our highs, and we're right around the freezing mark this morning. So make sure you dress warmly as you head out the door. And again, scattered showers, very possible in the Walla Walla, Pendleton areas. But other than that, we're going to be seeing some sunshine there too. Just a chilly but calmer Wednesday is ahead. All of your full forecast is coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. New this morning, just hours after authorities in Grant County warned people about going into irrigation canals, they recover a body from the water. According to information from the Grant County Sheriff's Office, a body was found and recovered just after 5 o'clock last night in an irrigation canal south of Ephrata. Authorities say it was the West Canal near Road 11.7 Northwest. The body was taken to the coroner's office and identified. Authorities say the person's name will be released sometime today. Also new this morning, a man has been arrested after he allegedly threatened a woman with a gun, then tried to hide the evidence. Kennewick police officers were called to investigate after a woman claimed the man pointed a gun at her while driving down 27th Avenue near Olympia Street. The woman says the man then tried to hide the gun near SR 397 and I-82. However, officers say they couldn't find the weapon. After calling on K9 officer Ivan, the police dog was able to find the gun within minutes. According to police, the man is now facing charges of assault and unlawful possession of a firearm. 2 people are hurt after a fire at a fourplex in Kennewick. It happened just after 1 p.m. on the 1100 block of South Olympia Place. Firefighters got to the scene and could see smoke and flames coming from the upper level of the building. According to Fire Chief Chad Michael, no firefighters were hurt in the blaze, and the Red Cross is helping people who are now out of their homes get what they need. The cause of the fire has not yet been released. We continue to track a proposal in the state legislature that would change the rules on police chases. In 2021, Washington lawmakers approved multiple police reform laws. Many of those were changed in 2022. And this year, legislators have been working on a proposal that would make it so that police can use a vehicle to chase down someone that they have reasonable suspicion is connected to a dangerous crime. Right now, officers have to have probable cause, and some lawmakers say that standard is giving criminals the opportunity to escape.
We ask police to make difficult decisions every day. We need to give police the opportunity to make decisions to pursue criminal activity based on reasonable suspicion, to make sure that they have an opportunity to address the rising crime rates that we see every day.
Prior to putting Pursuit Police reforms in place, the most common criminal charge that resulted after pursuits was driving with a suspended license. The truth is that the previous legislation led to reduced deaths from police pursuits. The truth is that that legislation has had less than a year and a half to be implemented, and the results are still needing to be studied.
This has been changed from the version that the state Senate voted on last month, so it will now return to the Senate for review. The legislative session ends on April 23rd. Here in Washington, lawmakers are still working on a proposal that would ban the sale of AR-15s as well as many other types of guns. Another gun control proposal making it easier for victims of violence to sue gun makers or gun sellers is also advancing. Governor Inslee has requested several gun control proposals and is expected to sign them if they reach his desk. Washington state authorities say they are cracking down on distracted driving in April and are actively looking for drivers who aren't paying attention behind the wheel. In 2017, the state passed the Driving Under the Influence of Electronics Act. It means using an electronic device, including your phone, while driving is a traffic violation. Phone use is legal if it's hands-free or if calling for emergency services. Distracted driving can involve trying to get out of reach objects, having pets on your lap, or reading while driving. However, most distracted driving involves a cell phone.
If you need to take a phone call or something important comes up, it's always okay to pull over to the shoulder. It's always okay to pull into a parking lot. We prefer that you do that first and then drive later.
If you're caught using a cell phone, it could cost you over $100. A second violation within 5 years is over $200. Washington State Patrol Trooper Dean Atkinson Jr., the Walla Walla-based trooper who was shot in the face and the hand last year during a traffic stop, has been honored in Olympia. Representative Mark Clicker and the House of Representatives honored Atkinson for his exemplary service and bravery in the line of fire. Despite being shot, Atkinson drove himself to the hospital and is still recovering. The trooper stood along with his fellow law enforcement officers to receive the framed resolution. He says he hopes to get back to work soon. First Alert's Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
There's some light this morning, and folks, we have a pretty calm day ahead, though scattered showers are a definitive possibility. All of your forecasts get you ready for your Wednesday coming right up.
Plus, a lot can change in just 1 week. Richland's pro tem mayor talks to Cap KVUE after a local restaurant receives a death threat. What she has to say about what has happened since the city council meeting. Good Morning Northwest, we'll be right back.
Spring into action and save on stressless seating at Meredith Furniture. Now get $400 off all classic power recliners, signature-based recliners and ottomans, and cross-based recliners and ottomans. And get $400 off most sofas and love seats. Imagine how much you can save building your dream sectional. Shop Meredith Furniture at First and Washington in front of Hobby Lobby.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Era Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Era Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
Stan, who is that?
Okay, Roy, I went to the basement, found a weird portal, went through, found myself in a prehistoric valley, talked to a couple dinos, told them about Triple Play. They wanted to check it out. Here we are.
Wow!
Hi, Roy.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, like bowling, Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park, and a brand new zip line ride, all attached to a cozy hotel.
She'll leave whenever we're ready.
I'm ready.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Bard and Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Mix up your breakfast and lunch routine. Stop by Some Bagels and Gelato, where fresh is the name of the game. Bagels by themselves or in a variety of tasty sandwiches. Fresh roasted coffee to make your latte a step above. And save some room for gelato. Find it waiting for you at Some Bagels and Gelato.
Listen, do you hear that? Shh.
Miss T? Who's that?
They wanna know.
Mom.
That's right, baby.
Y'all got the greatest teacher in the world.
Hi, Miss Grandma T.
Boy, oh, I'm nobody's granny.
Just figured out where I know Janine's mom from. The club. Cool people should have cool babies. It's not right what happened to that woman.
Period.
Everyone knows that a cake is the centerpiece of every special moment. You want it to be unforgettable. Deli Cakes Custom Bakery in Kennewick makes visions come to life, whether the occasion may be from weddings, birthdays, quinceañeras, and more. Let Angelica and her team make your dreams come true. Stop in today.
Cat KVUE First Alert Weather, helping keep you and your family safe.
The Richland Police Department has confirmed it is investigating recent threats made to the Emerald of Siam after the business held a drag brunch on Easter. The owner of the business says the restaurant received a letter that implies a shooting, and she took the letter to authorities. She says the letter contained a death threat if the restaurant hosted a drag event. The general manager of the Emerald of Siam says the situation has escalated to the point where it's too scary to talk about it now, because of real threats that have been made against the business. The recent developments in this story come after a drag event over the weekend that brought out people on both sides of the aisle. Cap KVUE's Riley Fitzgerald has been covering this story since the beginning, and she says Richland's Mayor Pro Tem, who originally called on citizens to reach out, is speaking out against the violence.
So I've been encouraging people just to send Emerald of Siam a note, a polite note, just expressing that you're sad about doing that.
This is Richland Pro Tem Mayor Teresa Richardson 1 week ago after she says she was informed the Emerald of Siam was hosting an all-ages drag show brunch on Easter Sunday.
But I do have to say that I am particularly very sad that they picked this event to have on Easter Sunday and to gear it to the children, because this doesn't reflect our community values.
We wanted to ask her about using her platform as a city council person to have citizens contact the business. She told us she didn't want to comment, but a lot can happen in a week. The business says it received harassing phone calls, posters promoting homophobia glued to their windows, and now this. A letter addressed to the restaurant from Josh Shooter from AR-15 Dye Street. Mayor Pro Tem Richardson says she believes in freedom of speech, but doesn't condone what has happened.
Riley, I have never promoted or encouraged hate speech or harassment of any kind to any establishment or individual. Vile and profane rants and death threats have no place in our civilized society. The owner of the Emerald of Siam and I have received these disgusting communications.
When I asked her if she felt responsible after asking people to reach out to the restaurant,
I have never promoted or encouraged hate speech or harassment of any kind to any individual or establishment.
Mayor Pro Tem Richardson says she wasn't using her position as a city council member to promote her religious views, despite making those comments during a city council meeting. She does want the citizens of Richland to know.
I do believe in the First Amendment and the freedom of speech. I do believe in decorum and respect. I love this community and will continue to work to represent our community with those values.
Again, the Richland Police Department says they are investigating who sent the letter to the restaurant. We will continue to follow this story when new information becomes available. First Alert's Jason Valentine will return with a look at your First Alert forecast, and we'll tell you why Oregon's Department of Transportation has issued a travel alert for Eastern Oregon. We'll be right back.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. Order Hubby's Pizza tonight and get a large 16-inch pepperoni pizza for just $15.99. Mouth-watering yumminess. The perfect fresh dough and toppings for a quick and easy dinner. Dine in or carry out. Come acquire the Hubby's Habit, your hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
At Vapiano, we invite you to slow down, enjoy the journey. Make a reservation today. Taste wine where it's created. Sample a variety of wines from Sauvignon Blanc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, and make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estates, Walla Walla.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
Next ET, our sweet at-home exclusive with Amanda Klutz and 3-year-old son Elvis, their new loving tribute to Nick Cordero. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KView.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
With friends, there are no secrets.
Chandler entered a Vanilla Ice lookalike contest and won. Ross came in 4th and cried.
The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05 on Cap KView.
ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
The NBA playoffs on ABC Cap KView, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Portion of Cap KView sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. Now, Cap KView First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. We've made it to midweek, and ooh, it is a cold morning, folks. Make sure you bundle up as you head out the door. A quick shower is possible this morning and really into our early evening. We're keeping a close eye on that, but we do have a warmer weekend to talk about, but a chilly day today. So, folks, we still see snow actually kind of surrounding our areas in the mountainous areas. Our regions are still staying dry, and if we do see a little bit, it'll be very quick. Shower-wise. So let's take a look at why this is happening. Well, we have the low pressure system, which during our day will be moving through our regions, and that will be bringing lighter winds, though it'll pick up winds just a bit tomorrow. But it could bring in just a little bit of shower activities. We still see a pretty unstable weather pattern. So our futurecast, as we move along in the morning, we are looking, again, maybe just a little bit of that breaking through. But along the Blue Mountain region, we could see a little bit of rain-snow mix as we get to the afternoon. It is going to be chilly in Pendleton, and then maybe a little bits of showers coming through. But folks, if it does show up at your area, it'll be very quick. So pretty calm overnight into tomorrow for your Thursday. Could see some late shower activity, but that will be moving along as well. And that's what we could also see for our weekend. It's just a quick shower or two as we're pretty much dealing with unstable weather conditions, but still cool temperatures this morning. We're right around the freezing mark, a little warmer for Pendleton and Hermiston, but we're right around that freezing mark this morning, 27 for Ellensburg. So folks, it is just a chilly morning, and our highs, we're going to be staying very chilly. We're going to slowly warm up into our weekend, but again, we're looking at the same trend that we've been seeing for the last 3 weeks, a below average temperature work week, and then warming up for the weekend, and then cooling back down. That is going to happen again in our next 7 days. So we're just kind of getting used to it at this point. So winds, we were seeing heavy winds yesterday afternoon. They have come down to light winds with that low pressure system over us. And again, winds will pick up maybe slightly tomorrow, but folks, we're seeing pretty calm conditions as we head into our weekend, maybe a little bit of winds to kick up our next work week. So tax day, next Tuesday, so 6 days away. NFL draft right here on Cap KVU ABC is 15 days away, 14 days from tomorrow, so 2 weeks from tomorrow. Mother's Day just a little over a month away. So as we move into our day, mid-50s, we've been right there this week for Yakima and Toppenish, a little warmer for Ellensburg, 51. For the Mid-Columbia, mid-50s. Again, a little cooler than yesterday, especially in Hermiston and along the Blue Mountain region. You were in the lower 70s just 2 days ago. You're barely getting to the 50-degree mark, if not for Pendleton at 47. So chilly conditions abound. So our 7-day forecast, we slowly warm up in Yakima, back to the 60s for your weekend, and then cool off into our next work week. But folks, more sunshine than not. Again, we could see a quick shower or two for really the week ahead, but we're looking at more or less nicer conditions than not. In the Tri-Cities area, more sunshine than not as well, though we could see that little spritz coming in today, tomorrow. Overnight lows are staying above the freezing level, 71 possible on Sunday. So folks, the real news today is it is very chilly this morning, so make sure you're warm as you head out the door. Could see a quick little spritz, maybe even a little rain-snow mix in the Blue Mountain region, but other than that, a very calm and nice Wednesday is on the way.
Thank you, Jason. Oregon Department of Transportation says people who plan on traveling in the eastern part of the state need to watch out for high water on the roads. Officials say this is due to snow melt and rainwater that's collecting in ditches, creeks, and rivers. Several areas of Grant County, Oregon are seeing entire sections of roadway covered in water. Drivers should slow down and avoid these high water areas. It's best not to drive through them because you don't know how deep the water really is. You know the saying, turn around, don't drown. And take a look at this. South Korea has issued a fine dust advisory as the country is being blanketed by yellow dust. This dust blows out of the Gobi Desert and Inner Mongolia. The ministry established an emergency response team to communicate with local authorities when to take appropriate measures. People must stay inside, especially the elderly and people need to keep their windows closed at all times. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, what organizations are doing in the Yakima Valley to help teens get out of a bad situation, dating violence, why authorities say this is such a difficult crime to solve. We'll be right back after this.
Weeknights on MeTV. Watch Andy Griffith at 8, The Beverly Hillbillies at 9, and Green Acres at 9:30.
MeTV for Yakima and the Tri-Cities. Broadcast channels 35.2 and 42.2 and on Spectrum Channel 182.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
What's better than super fresh fruits and vegetables? Yep, you've got it. Super fresh fruits and vegetables on sale.
Swing into Super One Foods this Thursday and save big during our 12-hour produce sale. Dole bananas just 48 cents a pound. Fresh broccoli crowns, 98 cents a pound. And sweet juicy cantaloupe, 48 cents a pound.
Super One Foods 12-hour produce sale this Thursday only. Hey, it's better than fresh.
Did you know the most common mosquito in our area can travel 5 to 8 miles? Here at Benton County Mosquito Control, our objective is to provide effective mosquito control for your home, neighborhood, and community. Our friendly mosquito control technicians use mosquito population monitoring, educational programming, and a variety of field techniques to reduce mosquitoes in your area. Reduce areas of standing water around your home to help control mosquitoes. For more help, give us a call or visit us online at www.mosquitocontrol.org. Benton County Mosquito Control, where your comfort and health become a priority.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get up to $1,200 back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Watch Thursday at 9 on ABC and Cat KVU, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, providing compassionate, high-quality care for over 75 years. Cat KVU First Alert Weather, helping keep you and your family safe.
Folks, it is, 6:24 on this lovely Wednesday morning, and it is a chilly morning this morning. We could see a quick shower or two today, but a calmer Wednesday is on the way. Just make sure you bundle up as you head out the door. I'll have your forecast coming up later on Good Morning Northwest.
April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Cadleck has specially trained nurses in its emergency department. They're called Sexual Assault Nurse Examiners. These nurses are trained to care for people appropriately and compassionately when they are coming into the hospital for sexual assault. The specialized training is around 40 hours and focuses on sexual assault, domestic abuse, and human trafficking. These examinations are free of cost and require no police report, encouraging those to seek help when they need it.
For survivors, I want to tell you that assault is not your fault. We are here for you. We are here to help you, to give you options, to provide resources, and to hopefully provide a light in a difficult time. It is our greatest honor to be trusted as part of your support team.
Once treated medically, they say Cadleck has resources in the community in order to help people. And in Yakima, members of the Yakima Domestic Violence Coalition are learning about the struggles faced by victims of teen dating violence. The In Her Shoes exercise takes people step by step through the decisions teen victims face in getting out and getting help. Teens can't get a protection order without parents' help, and authorities don't know exactly how bad the issue is in Yakima because officials say it's underreported. Police say some teens are afraid to report, but others don't know that they can.
Probably what stuck out the most is how difficult it is to break up with an unhealthy partner when you're a teen and you're just getting into dating life and you're still learning about yourself, but you're also learning about intimacy issues with another person in your life.
Anyone, regardless of age, can report potential abuse to the police or reach out to the Yakima YWCA by calling their 24/7 helpline at 509-248-7796. Law enforcement agencies around the Tri-Cities and the surrounding area are joining Project Guardian, a program developed by the Yakima Police Department. The program's goal is to increase public safety for those with intellectual or developmental disabilities when they come into contact with law enforcement. Authorities say having this information can help officers identify those with communications challenges, assist them, and de-escalate situations when necessary. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, we brought you information on wolf population in the state earlier this week. Now, word on a new pack of wolves and why a warning is issued to farmers and ranchers. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Northwest after this. And we have a lot more news to share with you on our mobile app. You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan this QR code, which is also at the bottom of your screen throughout the show. The code will take you right to our app for news and weather on demand. It is free to download and there's no subscription fee.
Good news. No matter what you choose, you save. Carl's Jr.'s all-day 2 for $5 deal lets you pick 2 tasty items, like our savory cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, chicken stars, or French toast dips for just $5. Only at Carl's Jr.
Crushed by a 7-ton snowcat, Jeremy Renner's first extra interview about cheating death and using his superhero powers to change lives.
I want to make actionability and thoughtfulness of others cool.
Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Cat KVU.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Great to see ya. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab.
There's no other word quite like home, because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging, and that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home today in a new Mazda from McCurley Mazda.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Oh no, you hate coming home to a dark house. You need the Bell & Howell Bionic Spotlight. The instant the motion sensor detects movement, Bionic Spotlight triggers 8 high-intensity LED lights that shower the entire area with light and then shuts off 30 seconds after it stops. Get the motion-activated Bionic Spotlight for just $19.95 with free shipping. If you order right now, you can double the offer and just pay a separate fee. 2 Bionic Spotlights backed by our 5-year warranty for one low-value price. And the shipping is free. Here's how to order.
Good news. No matter what you choose, you save. Carl's Jr.'s all-day 2 for $5 deal lets you pick 2 tasty items like our savory cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, chicken stars, or French toast dips for just $5. Only at Carl's Jr.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, why there is a health alert out concerning fentanyl, and why the White House says it is going to do everything it can to put a stop to the dangerous drug. And what the Bonneville Power Company is doing to stop unplanned outages in the Richland area. We'll tell you how you can make your voice heard.
And folks, we are seeing some sunlight this morning. A calmer Wednesday, but a chilly Wednesday, especially this morning, is on the way. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. It is Wednesday, midweek. Oh, I love it.
I love it, and I just love it as soon as the sun starts coming out.
Yes.
We get to see it.
Yeah, well, let's
lovely.
take a look. It is gorgeous out there, and folks, we're going to continue to see partly sunny skies today, but we do have a shot of seeing a little bit of shower activity today. And wow, are we chilly this morning. We are right around, even below the freezing mark in some of our areas. We're keeping an eye on this little bit of snow, which is edging into the Toppenish area. So you could see a quick rain-snow mix, maybe even if it's in the next 20 minutes, even a little bit of a snow shower, Toppenish, Yakima area. Other than that, though, it will be quick and move along. And we could see a little bit of shower activity in our areas as we move along in the day, but they'll be very quick as well, just like the hail we saw yesterday in the Tri-City. So mid-50s for really all of our areas, mid to lower 50s really. And again, mostly sunny skies, light winds. Just keep an eye out for a quick spritz, which could persist into the early evening hours. And that is especially for Walla Walla, Pendleton, as we're seeing some shower activity kind of accumulate along the Blue Mountain region. But folks, more or less, a nice Wednesday is on the way. Just make sure you bundle up as you're heading out the door. I'll have your full forecast coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Thanks, Jason. Losing power when it's extremely hot or cold is the last thing really anyone wants. But as the Tri-Cities grows, the strain on electrical infrastructure increases. In Richland, the Bonneville Power Administration is proposing a rebuild that could help prevent unplanned outages in the future. Here's what they want residents to know.
This is the sound of keeping lights on in Richland.
It's also the starting point for a proposed power line rebuild from the Bonneville Power Administration.
We know we need to do something.
Doug Johnson says the power is there, but the infrastructure is struggling to keep up.
We got pretty close to our margins during the big heat dome event a couple years ago. We really have reached the point where we have to do something in the area to make sure that the lights don't go out.
In the past 5 years, the BPA reported 15 unplanned outages occurring along this line. It runs from the Stevens substation to the Richland substation. They say 5 of those outages happened during the peak of summer.
The Tri-Cities area is growing. We are currently experiencing difficulty getting electricity into the area when it's extremely hot. Or when the system's constrained.
They're proposing a rebuild of this 3-mile line. A majority of it runs down Thayer Drive and would involve many property owners.
Actually add a circuit to the line. So we're looking at larger structures that the line will hang on, possibly a slightly larger footprint. And we want to have these conversations with residents and business owners sooner rather than later to come up with something that we can all live with if we do in fact go forward with the project.
Johnson says taller steel power poles would replace the wooden ones, and not all of them would be in the exact same spots. They want to make sure those affected by construction are on board with this proposed project.
We want the best solution possible for operation of a power line, but also for people who live and work around them.
According to the BPA, the improved line would be more reliable, efficient, and secure than the current system in place. Upgrades would also be made to multiple power substations in Richland. The public comment period lasts until April 26th.
You can weigh in tonight at the Richland Library from 6 to 8 p.m. BPA personnel will be there to answer questions and educate anyone about the project. You can also submit comments online at bpa.gov/comment. Earlier this week, we reported on the comeback of gray wolves in Washington state, and now a new wolf pack has turned up in eastern Washington. According to Washington Fish and Wildlife, more than 200 wolves live in the state. The wolf population has been growing every year. Last October, a hunter's camera recorded a new wolf pack, including at least 2 pups on Mount Spokane. Fish and Wildlife says although wolves are regularly seen by hikers, people should be on the lookout, especially for their livestock.
Wolves can depredate on livestock, whether that's sheep or goats or cattle, and occasionally chickens. They don't often depredate on chickens, but it can occur. And so for anyone living in that area, it's definitely worth taking the same sort of precautions that you would to protect your animals from any large carnivores.
Anyone who has conflicts with wolves is asked to contact the department right away. In your business headlines this morning, Google has a new experiment updates page for its AI chatbot, Bard. The company says it lets people check out the latest features, improvements, and fixes for Bard. That way, people can test them out and give feedback. In its first update, Google says it's working to improve Bard's math and logic skills. It also says users who click Google it will be able to see broadly related topics. People who love hot and spicy foods are finding it tough to satisfy their palates these days. That's because there's currently a shortage of sriracha hot sauce. According to retailers, the shortage was caused by drought conditions in Mexico last year and a lack of red jalapeno peppers, the #1 ingredient. Hoi Fong Foods, who makes the popular brand, says it's not known when the supply will increase. First Alert's Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
And folks, we have a nice morning so far. A little chance of a little bit of showers in our morning into our early evening, but chilly conditions. All of your forecasts coming right up.
Plus, what the Biden administration says it's going to do to stop the street sales of fentanyl laced with a powerful animal sedative. A health alert you need to know about. Good Morning Northwest returns in just a moment.
Portion of KapKV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Special report. Spectrum just launched Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with talk, text, and data. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Listen, do you hear that? Shh.
Miss T? Who's that?
They wanna know. Mom.
That's right, baby.
Y'all got the greatest teacher in the world.
Hi, Miss Grandma T.
Boy. Oh, I'm nobody's granny.
Just figured out where I know Janine's mom from. The club. Cool people should have cool babies. It's not right what happened to that woman.
Period.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 4.99% APR for up to 60 months on a Toyota certified used Camry, Corolla, or RAV4. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
With friends, there are no secrets.
You have a third nipple?
Julia's in a porno movie! If I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me.
The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05 on Cap KView.
Next, DT, our sweet at-home exclusive with Amanda Kloots and 3-year-old son Elvis, their new loving tribute to Nick Cordero. Next, DT.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KView.
In your health headlines this morning, for the first time in history, the White House has declared a drug to be an emerging threat in the country. The Biden administration says street sales of fentanyl laced with a powerful animal sedative is spreading across the country. Officials say it has been found in almost all 50 states and is linked to an increasing number of overdose deaths. People who use the synthetic drug say it can extend the duration of the high. Experts say when used by drug users, it can leave severe skin ulcers and rotting skin that could lead to amputation. The EPA is taking steps to tighten restrictions on emission standards. The EPA proposed rule changes that could require 2/3 of all new passenger vehicles sold in the U.S. to be electric by 2032. According to a Gallup poll, only 4% of respondents own an electric vehicle. Just 12% say they are considering buying one, with 41% saying they would not buy an EV. The poll found some 60% of people say they believe EVs help the environment only a little or not at all. And fewer Americans are getting pregnant. According to CDC data, the U.S. pregnancy rate fell over the past decade. In 2019, 5.5 million women were pregnant, down from just over 6 million in 2010. During that time frame, unintended pregnancy fell 15% and abortions became less common. About 20% of pregnancies in 2019 resulted in miscarriage, ectopic pregnancy, stillbirth, or fetal death. Well, they say a shoe is just a shoe until someone steps into them. We'll tell you how much someone paid for the shoes icon Michael Jordan wore during the '98 NBA Finals. We'll be right back.
At Bruce Heating & Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating & Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating & Air.
Welcome to Sage Brewing Company. We're the Tri-Cities premier location for great beer and a laid-back environment. Come and try our new Hanson Park location where we've got a fully covered patio to host you and your four-legged friend. Come for the beer, stay for the fun. We'll see you at Sage Brewing Company.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more. With a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade. All with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Sundown M Ranch promotes patient-centered integrated care that focuses on the mind, body, and spirit. At Sundown M Ranch, the patient is the reason we are here. We take pride in our reputation of assisting individuals and family members through a difficult process with compassion, respect, and confidentiality.
Sundown M Ranch saved my life.
Last month, I celebrated 31 years of sobriety.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
How'd you sleep last night?
Terrible.
Well, this will help you wake up.
Thanks, babe.
So what are we gonna do today?
Our show.
Oh, yeah.
From co-stars in life to co-hosts on live.
Weekday mornings at 9, starting Monday on Cap KView.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves! Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
E.T. followed by Extra tonight at 7 on Cap KView. Now, Cap KView First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. We've made it to midweek. A very chilly morning this morning. Some quick showers possible really through our early evening. And we do have a warmer weekend on the way, but a very chilly day today in the mornings and for our days. We are seeing just a little bit of snow possibly coming into the Toppenish area this morning, but mostly the shower activity is surrounding us. And again, little bits and pieces of showers. And we're a little bit unstable right now as the low pressure system is moving through our area. This is what we're looking at right now. And by the early afternoon, it's going to be right on top of our regions and then just continue to move over into the east. So it is going to lessen those winds that we saw yesterday. But again, a little bit unstable, could see just some quick showers or two. Let's take a look at our futurecast. And as we move along in our morning hours, we could see a little bit of shower activity along the Blue Mountain region, especially in Pendleton. Could even see a little bit of rain-snow mix early because it is so darn chilly this morning. And then just little bits of showers, just like we saw yesterday afternoon. But then that will move out for a pretty calm overnight period. But as we get to Thursday, tomorrow evening, we could see again a little accumulation of just bits and pieces of shower activity, and that could really persist into our weekend as we're just kind of settling into spring. It's been a very odd spring, but if you remember, last spring was very, very wet and we just never warmed up. We're at least warming up towards our weekends, but we're staying cool during our work weeks. That's going to continue this week. A little warmer this morning, Pendleton and Hermiston. Other than that, we're right around that freezing mark. 27 for Ellensburg. So make sure you're warm, dress a little bit warmer this morning. It was in the 50s and 40s on Monday, in the 40s just yesterday. So very cold this morning. Our temperature trend, we're going to remain right below that average. 65 is the average for the Tri-Cities, a little cooler in our other areas. But as we get to our weekend, we're going to finally see a little bit of a spike above it. And then, yes, we're going to cool down yet again for the third week in a row into our next work week. So we're in quite the cycle of a chilly work week and a warmer weekend. Wind speeds almost almost nominal this morning as that low pressure system starts to move into our area. That's going to continue for your day, and it looks like we're going to have more or less light winds, maybe some breezy conditions at times, but into our weekend, maybe a little bit more wind as we get to our next work week. So we're counting down to tax day. That is next Tuesday, everyone. NFL draft on ABC. Cap KVU ABC is going to be 2 weeks from tomorrow. And hey, Mother's Day, never forget Mom, is a little over a month away. So our day today, we're in the mid-50s for the Yakima Valley, 51, a little warmer for Ellensburg, a little cooler along the mid-Columbia. We're right in those mid-50s. And along the Blue Mountain region, about 20 degrees cooler, even more than we were just 2 days ago. So a chilly day along the Blues. 7-day forecast, what really pops out is we have more sunshine than not for the week ahead, or more clear skies. But again, a chance here, a chance there of some showers. We're going to warm up back to those 60s starting on Saturday. Overnight lows below the freezing mark for the next 2 overnight periods, then warmer starting Friday night. In the Tri-Cities area, return to the 60s by Thursday, tomorrow, and then could see the 70s return on Sunday, and overnight lows well above the freezing level this weekend. So for your Wednesday today, keep an eye out for a little bit of a shower activity at times. Could even see some rain-snow mix along the Blues, but a chilly, sunny day is ahead.
All right, Jason's about to join me here, and we're going to be talking about a pair of shoes that Michael Jordan wore. His shoes to the 98 NBA Finals are now the most expensive shoes ever to sell at auction. The NBA legend's black and red Air Jordan 13 sold for $2.2 million at Sotheby's in New York. Jordan wore the shoes in 1998 when he brought home a victory for the Chicago Bulls during Game 2 of his final championship. Another pair of his shoes he wore holds the second place spot, sold at auction in 2021 for nearly $1.5 million. Jason, how much would you pay for a pair of Michael Jordan's shoes?
If I had that kind of money, I think it's a good investment. When you're the best of all time,
yeah.
For some people who think it will always go up in price.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good deal.
Maybe.
Well, Jill, have you ever wondered what happens to items people leave in unclaimed baggage?
Yeah, kind of.
All right. The museum is opening soon to answer your question in Alabama that will showcase some of the oddities left in people's lost or forgotten luggage. A retail store named Unclaimed Baggage is putting on the exhibit. The store in Alabama has gotten its merchandise from major airlines since 1970. Its museum will feature more than 100 rare finds from orphan bags, including suits of armor, Egyptian artifacts, and shrunken heads.
What?
This will be quite an exhibit. It's set to open up Friday, April 21st.
I'm sure you could find some of the strangest things.
Yes, absolutely. My goodness, a suit of armor, that's a heavy piece of luggage.
Yeah, that's quite a thing to try and pack in your bag. I don't know. Well, actor Jeremy Renner attended the premiere of his new show, Renovations. It comes just 3 months since Renner was gravely injured in a snowplow accident on New Year's Day at his home in Nevada. Renovations combines the actor's passion for helping others with his love for repurposing vehicles such as trucks and buses. The 4-episode series takes Renner and his crew across the country and around the world as they work on projects in Chicago, India, Mexico, and Nevada. Renovations debuts on Disney Plus today. I think I'll have to check that one out.
It's just so good to see him out and about.
Absolutely.
Him and DeMar Hamlin, the Buffalo Bills player, we thought possibly they were lost, and they're both back. So
good to see.
So good to see. So yeah, it should be a fun show.
Well, we'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a warning from a homeowner who rented her home on Airbnb.
I was just thinking, how in the world could my home be listed?
Melissa Work was shocked to find someone had listed her home for sale.
Welcome, welcome.
And a woman, not the one she rented her house to, was giving tours to potential buyers.
I could hear the audio, and she was welcoming the family to show them around the home.
When Kelly Roth of Oregon saw the listing, she thought she hit the jackpot for her friend who was looking to buy a home, but quickly knew something was just not right.
So I went down to the description of the listing, and it said, for sale by owner, no lawyers, no real estate agents.
And coming up at 7 a.m., what you need to know if you rent your home. With your GMA First Look, I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
Asthma isn't pretty. It's the moment when you realize that a good day is about to become a bad one. But then I remembered that the world is so much bigger than that with Trelegy. Because one dose a day helps keep my asthma symptoms under control. And with 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy helps improve lung function so I can breathe easier for a full 24 hours.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Trelegy contains a medicine that increases risk of hospitalizations and death from asthma problems when used alone. When this medicine is used with an inhaled corticosteroid, like in Trelegy, there is not a significant increased risk of these events. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase risk of thrush and infections. Get emergency care for serious allergic reactions. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve or gets worse.
What a wonderful world. Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for asthma, because breathing should be beautiful.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:54. We're going to get to Jason's local forecast in a moment, but first a look at this morning's top stories. Just hours after authorities in Grant County warn people about going into irrigation canals, they recover a body from the water. According to information from the Grant County Sheriff's Office, a body was found and recovered just after 5 o'clock last night in an irrigation canal south of Ephrata. Authorities say the person's name will be released sometime today. A man has been arrested after he allegedly threatened a woman with a gun. Kennewick police say the man was spotted trying to hide the gun near SR 397 and I-82. K-9 officer Ivid was able to find the gun within minutes. According to police, the man is now facing charges of assault and unlawful possession of a firearm. The Richland Police Department has confirmed it's investigating recent threats made to the Emerald of Siam after the business held a drag brunch on Easter. The owner of the business says the restaurant received a letter that implies a shooting, and she took the letter to authorities. She says the letter contained a death threat if the restaurant hosted a drag event. Legislators have been working on a proposal that would make it so police can use a vehicle to chase down someone that they have reasonable suspicion is connected to a dangerous crime. Right now, officers have to have probable cause. This has been changed from the version that the state Senate voted on last month, so it will now return to the Senate for review. Lawmakers are still working on a proposal that would ban the sale of AR-15s, as well as many other types of guns. Another gun control proposal making it easier for victims of violence to sue gun makers or gun sellers is also advancing. Governor Inslee has requested several gun control proposals and is expected to sign them if they reach his desk. Washington state authorities say they are cracking down on distracted driving in April and are actively looking for drivers who aren't paying attention behind the wheel. It means using an electronic device while driving is a traffic violation. Distracted driving can involve trying to get out of reach objects, having pets on your lap, or reading while driving. The Bonneville Power Administration is planning a big rebuild in Richland, and they want your input. The BPA says during the past 5 years, there's been 15 unplanned outages on this line. It runs from the Stevens substation down Thayer Street to the Richland substation. They want to rebuild this line to add another circuit. You can weigh in tonight at the Richland Library from 6 to 8 p.m.
Folks, we're seeing pretty nice conditions this morning. We're going to see more sunshine as the day goes on, but we're keeping an eye on possibility of a little bit of shower activity bleeding into our areas, and that could persist into the early evening hours. So we have a low pressure system moving through our areas, and it's going to cause lighter winds today and pretty nice conditions, though we're still a little bit unstable. So again, maybe a little shower or two, but it is very chilly this morning. We are barely at the freezing mark for most of our cities, 27 in Ellensburg. We're in the upper 30s for Hermiston and Pendleton. Our highs today are going to be in the mid to lower 50s to even some upper 40s. So very chilly conditions. So make sure you dress smartly for how chilly it is going to be today. Wind speeds, they are very light after those heavy winds we saw yesterday afternoon. So do get ready for light winds pretty much through the weekend. Could see a little breeze here or there, and we are going to slowly warm up towards our weekend. But again, a chilly day today. Keep an eye out for some quick shower activity. Jill.
Thanks for joining us. Cap KVUE Local News is back tonight at 5.